Oh, I just have to stand here and look at you all for a moment. This is really wonderful scene for all of you out there who now are my UNL colleagues. So Chancellor Green, members of the University of Nebraska Board of Regents, distinguished faculty and administrators, graduate degree candidates, and family and friends. It is a pleasure to be with you on this beautiful spring day. And graduates, congratulations. I'm honored to count you among my academic colleagues and to welcome you later today as alumni of Nebraska. Graduation is actually my favorite event because it gathers such a large group of people together where everyone is happy. I have attended graduation many times in several capacities. As a parent, to celebrate our children's degrees from UNL, and in fact, our youngest will graduate tomorrow with her bachelor's degree. As a faculty member and department chair, to celebrate our students' degrees. And now as commencement speaker, to celebrate all of you and your accomplishments. What an honor. In fact, 3 times I have sat where you are in earning all of my degrees at UNL. And yes, graduation is my favorite event. And this is a special year for you, as you saw at the beginning, because you are graduating during a memorable time for the university, the 150th anniversary since its founding. And many things have changed at the university over a course of 150 years, and I'm sure that in your comparatively short time in graduate school, you have seen changes in yourself. You have grown in your knowledge and skills. You have expanded your thinking and questioned prevailing theories, perhaps at times questioned everything. You have generated new knowledge or refined existing knowledge through practice or research. In short, graduate training changes you, and you now have a greater capacity to change the world. I hope you will have very fond memories of graduate school and long-lasting memories of today. For myself, I fondly remember particular aspects of my commencement ceremonies. I distinctly remember processing in, much as we did today, crossing the stage to receive my real diploma, as you will do today, and being hooded for my PhD degree, as some of you will do today. Regrettably, I do not recall who the commencement speakers were, nor do I remember anything they said. I fear that is my fate today. Nevertheless, permit me to spend just a few moments highlighting how I think Nebraska has prepared you for the future of work. For me, my future of work began at age 6. As you heard in my introduction from Chancellor Green, I was born and raised in Nebraska. In fact, I grew up on a farm in a small town south of Lincoln called Claytonia. Is anyone here from Claytonia? Hey, neighbor. Everyone in Claytonia is your neighbor. Well, there's always a lot of work to do on a farm. I remember a time when I was about 6 years old and my family was outside doing various tasks on the farm. My twin sister and I were instructed to pick up sticks and put them in piles. I'm not sure why we needed to pick up the sticks. I really think it was an exercise to keep 2 6-year-olds out of trouble. But we did as we were instructed and picked up the sticks and put them in nice little piles. It seemed like an endless task with an endless supply of sticks. After some time had passed doing this work, my sister and I sat down on a log, and at that moment I declared, if this is work, I am not going to do work when I grow up. In that 6-year-old mind, the future of work was completely defined as picking up sticks, and that wasn't very appealing. Now, I do think there might have been a lesson in that work assignment, like developing perseverance to get the job done. But luckily, my experiences with work improved as I grew older. Now, I hope that your experience in graduate school did not feel completely like picking up sticks. Although I'm sure you might have a thought or two about some assignments that felt about as tedious or useless as that. But as I said, even in that tedium, there was likely preparation for the future of work. So what might your future of work look like? According to a number of think tanks, the nature of work is changing rapidly. First, significant proportions of work that we do today will become automated. Picking up sticks, for example, is work that can be easily automated, and I'm all for that. In my own discipline of audiology, automated hearing testing is already possible. My audiology colleagues who will graduate today may experience the impact of that automation in their careers, and I know they are ready for it. Indeed, some of you may actually use the knowledge you've gained from your graduate training to contribute to the automation of work. It has been predicted that the automation of work will actually open avenues for new types of jobs, which leads me to my second point about the future of work. A large proportion of today's jobs will no longer exist, and the majority of jobs that will exist in 2030 have not yet been invented. So in the next decade, all of you will have the opportunity to define and develop the jobs of the future. Embrace that opportunity to design your job. In fact, in order to develop the jobs of the future, you will need to use some special skills that are the focus of my third point about the future of work. And that is that human skills like leadership, creativity, critical thinking, communication, and problem solving are among the most in-demand job skills in the job market. These human skills are not easily automated, and I believe they are among the most important skills that you have gained in your graduate training at UNL. Perhaps some of you might be wondering, did I have a course in creativity or critical thinking or leadership? Perhaps not, but I would argue that your training program did have requirements and ample opportunity to hone these skills, which are at the heart of graduate training. For example, at one or more times in your training, I'm sure you were asked to analyze, synthesize, or evaluate information gathered from observations or experiences or experiments. You were expected to apply the outcome of that analysis or evaluation to a new situation, or more broadly, to your own or other disciplines. At multiple time points, I'm sure you were communicating information to clients, peers, professionals, and others. Throughout your training, your analyses were challenged, your ideas were questioned, your communication was critiqued. And yes, even the picking up sticks activities that you may have had to endure honed your perseverance, your grit, and your stick-to-itness. Your ability to skillfully conceptualize, analyze, synthesize, and apply information generated by observation, experimentation, reflection, or reasoning will be critical to the future of work. I know that UNL prepared you for the future of work because UNL prepared me for the future of work. My learning at UNL certainly enhanced my knowledge and technical skills, but it also honed my critical thinking, pushed my creativity, and developed my leadership. I'm confident your time here has done likewise for you. So embrace your future of work. As a graduate of UNL, you are ready. I'm confident that you will be successful and accomplish great things. If your future work keeps you in Nebraska, fantastic. Nebraska wants you. If your future work takes you elsewhere, that's fantastic too. Take Nebraska with you. In fact, Nebraska will be with you always, wherever you may go. For now, celebrate today. Take some time to enjoy this moment with family and friends, and after that, Monday perhaps, let's get to work. Congratulations, everyone. I celebrate each of you as you make your memorable walk across the stage today for your diploma. Thank you.